123, 123. How do you read?
Loud and clear.
Okay, loud and clear. Let's go ahead and start this baby up. Then we got the beacon on. You ready?
Yep.
Let's do it. You got the
Alright.
thing, I got the throttle. Let's go. Clear?
Clear.
Okay, a little bit of prime. Alright, ready? Go, go. Alright. Try it again. Alright, give it a shot.
Clear.
Yep.
Just needed to prime it, huh?
You know, sometimes the mixture, you know, and the way the mixture is set up and all that is a little... Gotta get the proper ratio to get it, you know, started up nice. Okay, we're flying night, so we're gonna put lights.
Okay.
Alright, and supposed to be... Now let me ask you for simulating instrument stuff. You want to be able to see the altimeter, you want to be able to see your compass for your heading, or the heading indicator, and the turn coordinator. Are you able to see them? Because at night, when we're flying, you're not going to see much outside. So it's, you know, you want to be able to see your instruments. So you can see it good, no problem?
I see it.
Let's get the ATIS, 2665 here.
3009er. Visual approach and use, landing and departing runway 19er. IFR departure is advised ground control to taxi to IFR. Read back on runway hold short instructions, read back on runway 7, read back on altitude 7. Advise public tower on initial contact that you have information Sierra.
Sierra.
Nation Sierra.
Need public airport information Sierra, time 2353 Zulu. Wind 210 at 13, peak depth 21, visibility 10, skies clear below wind 2000, temperature 9er, 2.3, altimeter 3009er. Visual approach and use, landing and departing runway 19er. IFR departure is advised ground control to taxi to IFR. Read back on runway hold short instructions, read back on runway 7, read back on altitude 7. Advise public tower on initial contact that you have information Sierra. Need public airport information Sierra, time 2353 Zulu. Wind 210 at 13, peak depth 21, visibility.
Via Bravo, cross
You got the winner? Sierra.
3009
taxi
set.
back, so our
Yes,
request.
sir.
Taxi Bravo, cross 32.
Okay, I want you to get comfortable with the airplane first before we start taxiing. So let's... First time ever on the 152. Never flown on 152.
First time on the 152.
Put your feet on the brakes. Kind of get the feel for the airplane. It's going to start rolling forward. Let it roll forward.
Okay.
A little bit of throttle. There you go. The left.
Brakes are fine.
Hit the brakes. I'll check my brakes. My brakes are good. Your brakes, we're good.
My airplane.
I like to stick with the yellow line. Let the guys go. And if you're going to put that yellow line between your feet, you're never going to get in trouble. Never. Clear on the right.
Left.
Sometimes you got to watch on the right side. There's, you know, airplanes and cars coming, but he's going to give way. We can make a left.
Okay.
And we're going to go with public ground. Cessna 757 Alpha Delta at Atlantic with Sierra, ready to taxi for eastbound departure. This way you tell them that you have the information, you tell them where you are, and you tell them your intention, which is eastbound.
Alright, eastbound departure.
Yep.
Nation Sierra. We're Atlantic, right? Or a spot echo?
Atlantic, yeah, like you're in the Atlantic coast or Atlantic Ocean. Atlantic, that's what it's called.
Okay.
See over there it says Blue Atlantic?
Yep.
That's where we are.
Okay. Public ground, Cessna 757 Alpha Delta at Atlantic. requesting taxi to the active Information Sierra, eastbound departure.
757 Alpha Delta ground, eastbound on request, runway 19, taxi via Bravo, cross runway 32.
Bravo, crossing runway 32 for 757 Alpha Delta, thank you.
Bravo, clear to cross runway 32. Your radios are great. Yeah, very good. You're very confident on a radio. Excellent. And a lot of, big part of instrument training and instrument flying is radio communication with air traffic control.
Right.
So, you know, there's a CD you can buy, IFR communication. You can go on the Airman Information Manual and read about radio communication for IFR. The better you communicate with air traffic control IFR, the better you are as an instrument as far as instruments power, because a lot of radio communication when you're flying instruments. Basically, from the moment you start the prop until you shut down on the ramp, you're going to be with air traffic control all the way through.
Right. So we're going to cross here?
We're going to make a left.
Alright.
And we're going to cross runway 3214 on Bravo. We're using runway 19 for departure. The wind's from the south. It's gonna die. It's gonna smooth out. It's just a little bumpy now. Like to get that field elevation at 85 sometimes, as long as for instrument flight. Okay, let's focus. Plus or minus 75 feet is what you want to have here. So, you know, you're still within standard, but if I have it on field elevation, it's usually more precise. As far as the taxi check for instrument flight, how do you know that all the six-pack?
Well, as I'm turning on the taxiway, I would confirm with my my heading indicator, right?
Okay.
To see that it's working.
Very good.
I would also calibrate it by looking at the compass, making sure that they match.
Make sure they match,
they're
yep.
not matching.
Yep. What about the turn coordinator? How do you know it's working properly?
Okay, the turn coordinator. As we're turning, we'll verify it.
Uh-huh. As you're turning to the right or left, it's going to indicate a turn to the direction you're turning, and the ball's going to go to the outside of the turn.
Right.
Because it's swinging. You know, centrifugal force is going to send that ball to the outside.
We also want to make sure that the ball has a full fluid.
Absolutely, yeah.
Full
We'll make sure it's full fluid, yeah. What about the attitude indicator? How do we check that?
That's a very good question.
And 3 Golf Alpha coming in very weak for some reason, not understanding your transmission.
Do we check it on the takeoff roll?
As requested.
Or is it aligned with the horizon? Or
Basically, as you're turning, it's not supposed to precess more than 5 degrees.
Right,
Precess more than 5 degrees, like move 5 or left degrees left to right, or the pitch, the dot, which is nose to airplane, is not supposed to go up and down more than 5 degrees, because if it does, something's wrong with it.
right.
How about the compass for instrument flight?
That's a very good one.
Yeah. What you're heading now, basically, it's like you're taking off runway 1, right?
Right.
Now. Okay, so runway 1, what's supposed to be your heading? As your
010.
Okay, so compass heading 010. What's it showing now?
Showing about that 010.
Yeah, just about right. So make sure it's full of fluid, and you can see the bubbles.
Right.
That means plenty of fluid on the whiskey compass, and it's indicating your heading, which is basically compass heading 010. Perfect. That's how we check it for IFR flight. You know what's the minimum instruments we need for an IFR night flight?
The minimum instruments?
Yeah, what's the minimum instruments you need for an instrument flight at night?
Republic ground, Warrior 41888 at Delta, taxi with Sierra.
Oh, I didn't know there was anything that could be MEL'd on an airplane for instrument flight.
Ground, runway 19 Golf.
If you look at Part 91, it has minimum instrument required, instruments that are required for an IFR flight at night. I mean, you have IFR day, IFR night. Let's assume, this is just a simulation, we're going to simulate instrument flying tonight, but if we are actually in an IFR flight plan now, and we're flying at night under instrument flight rules, what are the instruments?
We need an attitude indicator.
Definitely need a pitch and bank information, which is the attitude indicator.
Need a turn coordinator.
Turn coordinator, or What else can we use if you don't have a turn coordinator?
Public ground.
The attitude indicator.
No.
Shelter for VFAR departure.
We don't have a turn indicator. We can use the heading indicator for the compass.
This is a turn coordinator. You know of another instrument that will give you rate of turn, you know, other than turn coordinator? What is that?
The heading indicator.
Is it going to be able to give you rate of turn, though? From the can you tell how many degrees per second you're turning from the heading? Not really. Maybe if you count, like, because it's spinning, maybe. But it's not precise to get the rate of turn, to get the actual rate, 3 degrees per second. It's actually called a turn and slip indicator.
Turn and slip indicator.
Have you seen that on your instrument written exam, turn and slip indicator?
Yeah.
Definitely in there, yeah.
Definitely in there.
Yep, so you don't need a turn coordinator. You can use a turn and slip for instrument flight. It's also okay.
Turn and slip.
What about this? This is a very good question. A lot of guys get that wrong. Do you need a vertical speed indicator for instrument flight?
No.
Very good, excellent. You don't need a vertical speed indicator. Beautiful. And what about altimeter?
No, we need the altimeter.
Absolutely, man. How are you going to maintain 3,000? If they say, Cessna maintain 3,000, you got to be able to maintain by the altimeter. And what about airspeed?
Yes, we need an airspeed indicator.
We need an airspeed indicator. What about an electrical system? Like something generating power for the instrument flight?
That's a very good one.
Public ground, good evening.
We need it.
We need it.
Yep.
To Atlantic.
Definitely need it. We need the generator, alternator, something that produces power for the electrical system in the aircraft.
Via Bravo for Stingray 650. Thank you, sir.
We've done a run-up on this airplane today. It's working great. If you want to be comfortable, you can do another run-up, or we can just depart.
We could just depart.
I do run-up once a day. If I've flown the airplane before and I fly it all day, I just do once a day in the mornings, like the first flight of the day, and that's it. It's good for the day, usually. But it's up to you. All right, when do we contact the tower?
We would contact the tower after the run-up and when we're ready to go.
Okay.
On IFR flight, we would request the release, right? Because they have to work on our release.
Absolutely. But when do we usually, airman information, you can take this one here, it's a little quicker. Yeah, make it right here, it's good. The airman information manual says that you need to contact the tower when advised to do so, or from the whole short line, alright? So as long as ground didn't advise us, we're on the whole short line, boom, we're going to go tower.
Okay.
Bravo. Alright, if the final's clear, you can give them a call. What I like to do here, if it's just VFR, we're simulating IFR, we're not really IFR, is Republic Tower, blah, 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 holding short of 19er at Bravo, ready for takeoff, eastbound departure. We get the TS on for us, so we got traffic on departure.
Public Tower, Cessna 757 Alpha Delta. Holding short 19, ready for takeoff, eastbound departure.
757 Alpha Delta, Public Tower, runway 19, full line, clear for takeoff, eastbound is approved.
Clear for takeoff, 757 Alpha Delta, thank you.
Takeoff, full length. Clear the rate. Alright.
Hey, Public Tower, good evening, Navajo 96 Kilo Whiskey. Don't speak with information to Sierra.
And that's Arrow 5860 Whiskey over Jones Beach.
That was Navajo 902 Kilo Whiskey over Sierra.
Navajo 902 Kilo Whiskey, thank you.
Hey, clear for takeoff, ready?
Yes, sir, clear for takeoff, eastbound's approved.
Base runway 19.
We're continuing down for right, base for 19.
Hey, airspeed's building.
Right downwind.
Right downwind's fine.
Right downwind for 19 Kilo Whiskey.
60 knots.
Yep, 60s rotate.
Rotate.
Right rudder and left aileron. There you go. Get that center line. Beautiful. 70 to 80 is a good target on this bird.
Yeah.
Put a little bit of heat, so let me know if you're too hot, you're too cold, whatever.
Fine.
How's the headset?
Oh, headset's
quiet.
Headset's
nice.
great.
Good.
Very pumping.
nice. Alright, looks like you're at 90. Get that pitch up. Trim is necessary. Your trim wheel is right here. Trim for about 70 to 80. That's a good climb. It's going to be bumpy here, but then as we climb up to about 1500 or so, it's going to smooth out. Alright. Alright. Plenty of altitude. Clear to the east. Let's turn left to the east.
Alright, turning left heading 090.
Yep.
Clear left.
Clear right. Beautiful night.
Absolutely.
Very nice night.
2-3 Golf Alpha is ready on the west side.
You've been flying for a while, almost 10 years, 8 years or so?
Yeah, but my time doesn't really show it, because I definitely did give up. I think the money thing got me frustrated.
Yeah.
But, you know what? I'm going to attack it this time. I think I should do it. I love flying.
Knock out that instrument rating, definitely. Knock out, it's going to make you a better pilot, a safer pilot. Totally knock out the instrument stuff, and then you can relax a little bit. Now, what I like to do here is request for exchange, because it's going to take time to get the clearance for Charlie and all that stuff, so...
Okay.
Cougar
I can request that.
3 Golf Alpha Republic Tower, make left close traffic, runway 19, clear.
If he's too busy, we'll wait, but if he's not too busy, we'll ask for free exchange.
2-3 Golf Alpha.
Bravo 2 Kilo Whiskey 1 departure, Cougar full 1.
Smoothing out right now? Yeah, 1500, get smooth.
So how do you like my flying so far?
Beautiful, you did a wonderful job. Wonderful job. Just go for a free exchange because he's quiet now.
Alright. Republic Tower, Cessna 757 Alpha Delta, requesting frequency change, please.
The 7 Alpha Delta approved.
Thank you. Have a good night, sir.
Okay, this is New York approach. The easiest way east is just to get clearance for Charlie. So what I like to do is request, then say your request.
Yeah.
Off Republic, 4 miles east, 1,800, climbing 2,500. Request transition through Charlie, destination East Hampton.
Okay.
Something like, just tell him what's going on. And this is it.
Alright, we're in. Okay.
Yep. New York's in, yep.
New York Center, New York approach?
New York approach, yeah, New York approach, yep.
New York approach, Cessna 757 Alpha Delta.
Cessna 757 Alpha Delta, yeah, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Cessna 757 Alpha Delta, 4 miles east of Farmingdale, requesting transition through Charlie airspace. We are at 2,200, climbing at 2,500.
You may ask for destination, but be ready for a squawk.
7 Alpha Delta, what's your destination?
Our destination, East Hampton, Hotel Tango Oscar.
Cessna 7 Alpha Delta, squawk 4365.
Squawking 4365 for 57 Alpha Delta.
4365. You're familiar with the narco transponder?
No, I'm not.
Not at all. Okay, you push on this button,
Okay.
and it's going to go 4. Another push, it swings to the second digit. 3, 6, 5. He did not say ident, so we don't have to worry about it. Now, here on the TCAS, you can cross-check your squawk.
Okay.
See what the TCAS says?
Yeah.
Not just that, they will give you the traffic return altitude of 2,200, so you can kind of...
7 Alpha Delta, red contact, ISO altimeter 3010.
3010, 757 Alpha Delta.
Okay, 3010, let's go ahead and put that in there. And
572 out of 8.
let's go up to 2,500 and do a cruise checklist.
Maintain 4,000.
And the cruise check on this is exactly the same as a 172M that you've flown. Nothing different.
I don't remember the...
It's easy. You set the power, you set the mixture, and you open up your flight plan, or, you know, if you don't have a flight plan, just, you know... just fly. But we're into class Charlie now, and we got clearance. Beautiful. And always every 5-10 minutes, what I recommend is get these two lined up. It tends to, and you want to be in a straight and level unaccelerated flight when you do that. So cross-check the compass and the head indicator. Okay, we don't have to use foggles, but if you're ready, I highly recommend it, so you can fly the airplane reference to the instrument, and you can start logging your instrument time.
Okay. It's up to you. I can get on the goggles if you want.
You can get on goggles?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm fine.
Now, one thing for sure, if you get a little dizzy or nauseous or whatever, just let me know, because I have had people just...
No, trust me, I'm fine. I got a flight simulator. I'm an IMC all the time.
Oh, okay, beautiful. Yeah. Do you have foggles, or you want to use mine?
I'll use yours.
Okay, cool.
Me and my brother, we used to be so tight. We used to always challenge each other in, approaches on the simulator.
He flies the Airbus, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
He's flown the Airbus, the 145.
The jungle jet.
And his turboprop that he said is the most dangerous turboprop is the Brasilia 120.
Oh, Embraer 120, yeah.
He had an engine failure at cruise altitude one time.
Yeah, it's a pretty complex aircraft. Much more complex than the Jetstream. I used to fly the J41 Super Jetstream.
Oh yeah?
And I've heard from an Embraer 120 pilots, the Brasilia pilots, it's the aircraft systems are much more complex. I never got into it, but from their reputation in the simulator and stuff, they said it's pretty complex. Okay, one thing for sure. Every time there's a transfer of controls, I emphasize it to all my students. Positive exchange of aircraft control. That means it's got to repeat 3 times.
Yep, your aircraft.
You're going to say, you ready for the controls? I say, yes, sir. Your aircraft, your controls. I'm going to say, my aircraft, my controls, and you're going to repeat your aircraft, your control. This way we know somebody's flying their airplane. All right, let's try that.
All right, your aircraft?
My aircraft, my controls.
Your controls.
My controls. Beautiful. Now it's your turn to put the foggles. I'll fly the plane. When you're ready, we'll exchange it back.
Okay, I'm ready for the aircraft.
Okay, your aircraft, your controls.
My aircraft.
Your aircraft, your controls. Beautiful.
My aircraft.
Alright, the first thing we're going to do is straight and level flight, okay?
Speed of 210, then
Excuse me, and that's going to be basically holding eastbound,
Alright.
and holding 2,500, okay?
2,500, heading eastbound.
Beautiful.
Unfortunately, it's a Cherokee.
This aircraft flies very good.
It flies very nice. I love this airplane. Absolutely love it.
Over the ground.
Okay, as you're flying along here,
okay,
we'll check to see if it picks up speed in the next
2,500 and eastbound, I would like you to tell me what is your primary bank instrument right now at straight and level flight?
Straight and level flight, my primary bank instrument is going to be the heading indicator.
Beautiful. That is the most precise bank information because it's going to give you the heading, which is what you're trying to maintain eastbound, correct?
That's correct.
Now talk to me about the supporting instruments for that eastbound or heading. What is the supporting instruments for that?
The supporting instruments for that would be the turn coordinator and the attitude indicator.
Excellent. Beautiful. That's what I like to hear. Now let's change to the other side of the fence and talk about pitch. What is the primary pitch instrument in straight and level flight heading eastbound 2,500?
That will be the vertical speed indicator. Or the attitude indicator. I get that confused.
Alright, you get that confused. Thanks for your integrity. Let's get that confusion out of the way here, okay? And let's talk about what is the instrument that will give you the primary pitch information that you can read.
The altimeter.
I need to be at 2,500 on the dot.
The altimeter.
Altimeter, beautiful. That's very easy because if you're straight and level flight and you're holding 2,500, the only instrument in this 6-pack here that will give you an exact indication of your altitude is
the altimeter.
That's it. That's your primary pitch instrument. Now, what about the primary and supporting? When you go on the supporting side, what would be supporting that pitch?
The attitude indicator.
Beautiful. You see that dot? That's the nose of the aircraft, and it will show you a supporting indication of pitch. And what about the other guys?
The heading indicator.
Beautiful. Definitely. Heading, you said? Pitch. Let's focus on pitch, yeah.
Vertical speed indicator.
Vertical speed indicator will be supporting your pitch, and what else?
Airspeed indicator.
Airspeed. How do you support your pitch by airspeed?
By determining, support it by monitoring the airspeed, if there's a gradual increase or decrease.
Beautiful. If we pitch up, what's going to happen to the airspeed?
It will start to decrease.
Start to decrease. If we pitch down, what's going to happen to the airspeed?
The airspeed will start increasing.
That's how we support the pitch with the airspeed. Beautiful. Any questions on straight and level flight, primary and supporting?
No, pretty straightforward.
It's pretty straightforward, absolutely. Now, we're going to do a little bit of intercepting and tracking here. I want to see your knowledge as far as intercepting and tracking of VOR radios and, you know, navigation equipment. So, I'm going to give you a clearance, and you tell me step by step how you're going to be doing it, all right?
572.
So, Cessna 757 Alpha Delta, advise when you're ready to copy instructions.
Cessna 757 Alpha Delta, ready to copy instructions.
757 Alpha Delta, proceed direct to the Hampton VR, maintain 2,500. Report established direct to the VR.
Okay, maintain 2,500 direct to the East Hampton VOR. Cessna 757 Alpha Delta.
757 Alpha Delta, report established.
Roger, we'll report established. 757 Alpha Delta.
Okay, so what is the first thing we need to do right now?
Is I would have to put in the frequency for the East Hampton VOR.
Very nice, there it is.
I'll verify it.
And then what do we do after we put the frequency in there?
November 200 Lima Charlie.
Verify the frequency, verify that the...
005.
I forgot the name of the...
Beautiful. You're going to look at the code on the IFR and route chart.
Right.
And you're going to give you a Morse code on the box.
Right.
And you're going to read the Morse code, and you're going to push. Actually, this one is pull to ident.
572.
And you're going to listen to the Morse code.
And we'll verify the Morse code, that's correct.
November 757 Alpha Delta. Did you plan on transitioning the Gabreski Flight Delta? I just want to climb the 2600 and stay above them.
Tell him if we can get Gabreski to transition with him and then get back to him, that'll be great.
Cessna 757 Alpha Delta, can we stay with you direct to Grabowski?
No, would like to change.
Delta, if you're going to go through the Delta, you're going to call Gabreski Tower.
That is correct. We would like to call Gabreski, yeah. That is correct. Call Gabreski and then come back to him, yep.
Okay, yeah, we'll call Grabowski and head back over to you, Cessna 757 Alpha Delta. Alright, so we need to call Grabowski Tower.
Yeah, this way he knows he's going to tell us, go ahead, contact Gabreski. I see it's 25-6 over there, so we're going to line it up. And then we, you know, talk to him. But we still got a little ways, about, you know, 5-10 minutes. But basically, 13-6, this is your nav indicator. Did you hear the Morse code? Yeah. Basically, you're going to have that Morse code on your box and make sure that matches. Then what are we going to do here?
We'll turn the OBS until the needle centers.
Okay, beautiful. We're going to have needle centered with a 2 indication or a from indication?
And were you looking for a purchase from
A 2 indication.
A 2 indication, beautiful.
CPS 19 if they're using 19.
Then what are we going to do with this?
We'll just fly it.
Yeah. If the needle's to the right, we'll crab to the right. If the needle's to the left, we'll go left. Anticipate some crabbing to the right and the needle keep on swinging right because we got that crosswind from the southwest, remember?
Right. Now it's showing them to the left.
Let me see, a little...
7320 Golf, contact Rescue Tower.
Yeah, kinda... It's
Rescue Tower, 20 Golf.
There you go. About easterly heading. Now for your instrument rating, you will need to have minimum of 40 hours of simulated or actual instrument time. So if you look at the regulation, you know, the more you're under the hood, the better off you are for your instrument.
Skyhawk 1089 Delta, contact Providence, approach 119 or 0.45.
It's a beautiful day. Beautiful night, excuse me.
It's really nice up here, very smooth.
I'm really happy with the way this aircraft flies.
That's what I like to hear.
Mike, go ahead.
That's what I like to hear. Everything positive. Keep it positive, everything will be positive.
Mike, sorry, I had you landing farmed out here. Landing ice up.
So not bad for a rusty pilot, huh?
I think you're doing very well, if you ask me. This is going to be a walk in the park.
200 Lima Charlie, descend to maintain 4,000, turn left, direct drive.
If he forgets the transfers to Gabreski in about a mile, just give him a call and tell him 757 Alpha Delta would like to go to Gabreski. So
okay.
You know. Because technically it's Class Delta, we need to talk to him before we go transition there.
Okay. So we are...
6 Alpha Mike, contact 19-3.
Yeah, go ahead and tell him. We're getting too close to Gabreski. Yeah, give him a call.
New York approach, Cessna 757 Alpha Delta, requesting frequency change over to Gabreski Tower.
Cessna 7 Alpha Delta, contact Gabreski Tower 125.3, radar service terminated.
125.3, 757 Alpha Delta.
Okay, he said radar service terminated. He basically throws you off. Okay, so that's fine. It's okay. We'll just do. Maybe he's too busy for us, so that's okay. We'll just do see and avoid. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm back to 1200.
Okay.
And let's contact Gabreski. And basically, Gabreski Tower, Cessna 757 Alpha Delta would like to transition Class Delta 2,500 west to east. He's going to approve it. No problem.
What are we, northwest of Gabreski?
We're basically 5 miles to the west and transitioning west to east.
5 miles to the west. Okay.
Yep.
So 5 miles to the west. Okay. Gabreski Tower, Cessna 757 Alpha Delta.
7 Alpha Delta, Gabreski Tower.
Yes, sir. We're 5 miles to the west at 2,500 over Class Delta airspace.
7 Alpha Delta, roger. Transition approved. Altimeter was 3012.
3012, 757 Alpha Delta. Thank you, sir.
Alright, let's watch the heading here. Look at that needle. Where is that needle going?
That's going left of the station.
Left of the station, okay. What heading would you need to pick right now to intercept and track?
060.
Okay, let's do it.
Where are you now in your altitude?
Clear left.
Clear left, no traffic in sight.
And we are at the southwest corner of your airspace.
And which way are you going now?
We're making our turn back to the west, 20 Golf.
Okay, you're 5 southwest westbound?
Affirmative, we're 5 southwest and we're making a turn westbound, 20 Golf.
Roger. And the 7 Alpha Delta, your position, altitude again?
4 miles to the west.
4 miles to the west at 2,500.
Okay, you got traffic, your vicinity at 2,000 westbound.
Looking for traffic.
Looking for traffic, 57 Alpha Delta, thank you.
20 Golf, you got traffic opposite at 2.5.
Roger, 20 Golf, we're looking.
I don't see anything in sight, and my TCAS is not showing anything in sight, but I'm looking. He's probably too far out. We'll see.
Okay.
You hold your heading 060, and let's see if that needle's going to get in.
Yeah,
but basically, this is how we intercept and track radials, okay? This is how we do it. Nothing out there. We're right on top of the airport. I don't see any traffic. Okay, back to the cruise check, which we neglected. Let's go ahead and set the power at 2400 RPM. About 75% power, 2400 RPM.
Oh, I have to increase it.
Yeah, see, 2000 to 25 or so is green, so 24 is about 75% power.
And trim.
And trim is necessary. And let me teach you a trick that works on every airplane as far as leaning the mixture.
Okay.
Go ahead and lean the mixture until you hear the engine running rough, like vuh, 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 vuh.
Okay.
Go ahead, lean it. When you hear vuh, 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 vuh running rough, let me know. Don't be shy, keep turning. You feel it?
Yeah, I feel
okay,
it.
give me 2 full turns to the right. Right, right. That's it. Nothing to it.
Okay.
I'll show you how quickly you can do it. Running rough. 1, 2. Done.
Done. Okay. A little off course to the right here.
Yep. Very important when you're flying instruments is to hold your heading and just wait for the response by the indicator. Sometimes it takes a while when you're far from the station, okay?
Okay. So we're doing 100 knots.
Yeah, we're cruising nicely. 2,400 RPM, 100 knots. Beautiful. Gonna be very fast going down there, but coming back is gonna be a slow go. Just to give you a heads up, you're cruising at 130 knots now over the ground.
That's nice.
It's very fast for this airplane, but just the wind. Now, when we clear of Gapreski, I'm going to give you another clearance, and we'll talk about how do we intercept and track a course to the VOR. Or, you know, basically outbound radial when you're going inbound.
Okay.
I'll explain when we clear of Gapreski. You can go ahead and tell them 757 Alpha Delta, 5 miles to the east, frequency change, and then this way we can just talk about instrument stuff.
Gapreski Tower, Cessna 757 Alpha Delta, 5 miles to the east, requesting frequency change, please.
Roger, 7 Alpha Delta, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, 57 Alpha Delta, have a good night, sir.
Good night.
Okay.
So you think my radio communication's okay? I need to
Yeah, no problem. Sometimes you kind of forget stuff, like I told you before. Just ask for transition, and you forgot to say transition. But you know, it's okay. Don't worry. Let's focus on the instrument skills now.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I'm gonna give you a heading to intercept and track a radio inbound. Okay.
Okay.
So it's gonna appear to be a little complicated, but I'll explain it when we like, you know, get to that point, okay?
Okay.
So, Cessna 757 Alpha Delta, hold heading 120 to join the 240 degree radial from Hampton VOR, track it inbound.
Okay. You would just give me a clearance?
I will just give you a clearance. It sounds complicated, but it's really not bad.
Okay.
So, 757 Alpha Delta, hold heading 120 to join the 240 degree radial from Hampton VOR and track it inbound.
Okay, we'll turn to 120 to track the East Hampton VOR, the 240 degree radial.
And then what's the rest of the clearance? Track it.
We have to track it.
Track it inbound.
Track it inbound.
That's correct. Okay, so let's go ahead and set up the 240 degree radial from Hampton VOR. Let's go ahead and put it in there. Okay, beautiful. Now you have a small little triangle here, and you have a big triangle on the top. And you have another triangle on the to and from indication, which is inside the gauge, okay?
Okay.
So far, so good?
Yes.
Now, the top triangle will give you the 240 degree radial with a from indication. The bottom triangle will give you the course to the station when you're on the 240 degree radial.
Right.